Hello all, my name is Marcus Davis. I just got my Azure Sphere MT3620 development kit in the mail. Okay, here's the board itself. Also, if you turn it over, it has this slot for a coin cell battery. The other thing came in the box was this micro USB cable. This is the first development board created with Microsoft Azure Sphere development solution. You say, what is Microsoft Azure Sphere? It's an integrated hardware and software IoT microcontroller platform. It is designed to be highly secure, and it's also based on Microsoft's 7 properties of a highly secure device. Microsoft's 7 properties of a highly secure device is: number 1 is a hardware-based root of trust. Number 2 is a small trusted computing base. Number 3 is defense in depth. Number 4, it has a compartmentalized structure. Number 5 is security-based authentication. Number 6 is renewable security. And number 7, it has failure reporting. If you want to learn more about this, just do a Google search on 7 properties of a highly secure device, and you'll find more information on that. Personally, I think this is a serious play by Microsoft to continue to be relevant in the Internet of Things world. Microsoft has put a lot of effort in creating a secure IoT operating system, and I'm looking forward to playing with it and seeing how much better it gets over time. There are 3 parts to Microsoft Azure Sphere. The first is a secure MCU. The second is a secure operating system. The third is cloud security. The MT3620 development board has dual antennas, and it's compatible with 802.11 B, G, and N. It has multiple I/O. It has GPIO, UART, I2C, I2S, SP, PWM, ADC, and SWN. It also comes with 4 programmable LEDs and also 2 user programmable push buttons for development. The middle button is actually a reset button. If you're interested in purchasing one of these boards, you can go to the Seed website, and you can purchase a board for $84.90. I'm not sure what the delivery is, but I know I purchased it when it was still in development. Next, we're going to set up the Azure Sphere development environment. I've already set my environment up, so I'm just going to sort of walk you through the process as opposed to going through the actual demonstration, because it's pretty involved. So I'm just going to walk you through the steps and allow you to reference one of Microsoft's documents if you need to get more information. To get additional information on setting up your development environment, go to this website. And so this website looks like this. So it's the Getting Started with Azure Sphere website. If you scroll down to Azure Sphere documentation, this was basically the process I'm going to walk you through. It goes through basically installing Azure, setting up an account in Azure to allow you to log into Azure Sphere. You need to also claim your device and set up the Wi-Fi connection. First, you want to plug in your MT3620 into your computer using your supplied USB cable. Next, you want to open up Windows Device Manager, and sort of just verify that 3 serial ports have been created. The COM port numbers may be different. Uh, then you want to go back to that start page and download your Azure Sphere SDK. You want to log in to your Azure portal. If you don't have an Azure portal account, you're going to have to create one in order to set up your Active Directory in Azure so you can log into Azure Sphere. Next, you want to open and sign into your Azure Sphere development command prompt. And then within the command prompt, you're going to create a tenant. And then you're going to claim your device. And then you're going to set up your Wi-Fi connection to your Azure Sphere device. Okay, we have our Azure Sphere development environment set up. The next thing we want to do is create an application. Of course, we are contractually obligated to create the Blinky program because this is an IoT solution. So first thing we want to do is to make sure our board is connected up to our computer via the supplied micro USB cable. And next we want to bring up our command prompt. And this is the Azure Sphere developer command prompt. And so we're going to log into Azure Sphere. Okay, we successfully logged into Azure Sphere. So next we need to get the development board, the MT3620, into a debug mode. So what we're going to do is and I guess you can call it the debug mode or developer mode. With this command, which is Azure Sphere device prep debug. Okay, it completed that. That took about 39 seconds. So next we want to go to Visual Studio to create our Blinky program. So we're going to go File, New, Project. We're going to go down to Other Languages, Visual C++, cross-platform, then select Azure Sphere. We're going to select the first application, which is the Blinky sample program. And I'm going to name this program Blink 23. I've done a lot of these, so I just... Okay, so Microsoft made it pretty easy for us. All we have to do is basically go in and run the code, and the code's about, and you can look at this later, but the code's about less than 200 lines. But it basically allows just basically a LED to be the blink. You can change the color of the LED. Let's see, that's around 100. Here you can actually change the color of the LED right here. So right now it says it's going to blink red. I'm going to change that to green. Okay. So, and then we'll go ahead and run this, compile it, and run it. Okay, so yes to that, and then it's going to download it, of course, to the to our development board. And you can see here that we have the green light blinking, a green LED. So I'm going to stop the debugger, and the LED will actually stop blinking here. So if I push this reset button here and wait a few seconds, the light will start blinking again, indicating that we have successfully downloaded the Blinky program to our development board. Okay, next we want to set the device up for over-the-air updates, which is the normal mode of operation when it's deployed in the wild. So the first thing we need to do, we need to go back to our command prompt. And I'm going to copy and paste some code in here. Now I change this to, I think it's 23. Change this to 23. What this command does is it basically sets up a new group and a new SKU. So these are used to enable you to target your updates for specific devices in a group or in a certain SKU. Okay, that's completed. Okay, so the next command I'm going to bring in, first off, we need to, okay, next we need to get the feed ID for this particular board. And so that's, so there's two feeds that we're interested in. Is this first one for preview MT3620 feed, and also the same down here. I haven't been able to get this feed to work, but this feed is the one that we want. So what you're going to do is copy that feed, and it's going to be used in the next command that I'm going to enter. So we copy that feed, and then again I'm going to copy and paste some command in here, because again this is pretty long. Okay, so this command, what this does is that it actually links the program to the feed, and it actually creates a new feed. So it uses its dependent feed, which is the feed that is burned into your device, and then it also creates a new feed, and it also links that feed to your actual image package for your Blinky application. Okay, that's completed. Now, what we typically would do here is to reset the device or restart it. You can also reset it, but we'll do a restart here. And it's going to reboot the device. Now, according to documentation, what should happen is the over-the-air update should occur when we do the reset. In other words, it should go out to the cloud and basically pull down the update. But what I've found is that it doesn't do it immediately. it takes anywhere from an hour to a few hours to do. Um, so what I typically do is just leave the board sitting, and then I'll come back to it, and eventually it'll update itself. And again, that may be something that we need to determine in the future. Again, this is a new sort of in preview mode, so I'm sure things will get better over time. And that's what happens when you're on the bleeding edge. So anyway, I hope this video has been helpful to you. Um, so hopefully we'll see you again.